10 million years ago, one of your ancestors picked up a piece of rotten fruit, ate it, felt weird, and liked it. That's it. That's the whole story. Everything else, the breweries, the dive bars, the just one more at 1 a.m. that you always regret, is just that moment scaled up. Your drinking problem isn't yours. It's 10 million years old. And here's the uncomfortable part. It's not a problem. It's a feature. One that was so useful, your body built it directly into your DNA. Which means before we talk about ancient humans and when they started brewing, we need to talk about something your biology teacher definitely skipped. There is a specific gene in your body, in your actual DNA right now, called ADH4, alcohol dehydrogenase 4 if you want to sound impressive at parties. About 10 million years ago, this gene mutated in a common ancestor of gorillas, chimpanzees, bonobos, and you. One mutation. That's all it took. And that mutation made your ancestor's body roughly 40 times more efficient at processing ethanol than anything that came before it. Before that mutation, a primate who ate fermented fruit was essentially poisoned. After it, they got a mild buzz, a hit of something that felt like reward, and absolutely no reason to stop. Robert Dudley, a biologist at UC Berkeley, spent years mapping this out. His argument, called the Drunken monkey hypothesis, is that your attraction to alcohol isn't a cultural accident or a moral failing. It's an evolutionary adaptation, a very, very old one. But here's where it gets weird. Because if the gene explains why humans can process alcohol, it still doesn't explain what ancient humans actually did with that ability. And honestly, what they did is kind of messed up.
Think about this from a pure survival standpoint. Your ancestors were just transitioning out of the trees, coming down to the forest floor where fallen, fermenting fruit was suddenly everywhere. And ethanol has a smell, a specific detectable smell that intensifies as fruit overripens and fermentation kicks in. For a pre-agricultural creature with no grocery stores and no guaranteed next meal, that smell was basically evolution's push notification. High-calorie food, nearby, go now. And every primate who followed that signal ate better, lived longer, had more offspring. The ones who didn't follow it, less food, fewer offspring. Evolution is not subtle.
So to recap, 10 million years ago, your ancestors evolved a specific genetic upgrade so they could drink more efficiently, which honestly makes you feel a little better about Thursday nights. Now, jump forward 9 million years. Hunter-gatherers in what is now Israel 13,000 years ago were brewing beer in stone mortars, carved directly into bedrock in a cave before agriculture, before pottery, before permanent settlements of any kind. They found wild grain, soaked it in water, and waited. They were not farmers who stumbled onto fermentation as a side effect. They were hunter-gatherers who specifically figured out that if you leave grain in water long enough, the result is worth the trip back. Fermentation isn't a secret. It's physics. Grain plus water plus time, yeast does the rest, whether you're paying attention or not. Which means ancient humans didn't discover alcohol once. They kept rediscovering it over and over because it kept happening. The question was never how did they figure it out. The question was why did they bother doing it on purpose? But that's not even the crazy part. I need you to think about this for a second. If the urge to drink after a hard day is just a 10 million year old reward circuit running on completely wrong information about the modern world, what else are you doing every day that's ancient software in the wrong situation? Doom scrolling? Checking your phone the second you wake up? The compulsive need to know if people are annoyed with you? Drop yours in the comments. I'm building a list. Here's the part that documentaries keep almost saying, but never actually commit to. Alcohol didn't show up after humans built civilization. There's a serious scientific argument backed by chemical residue analysis of actual ancient vessels that alcohol may have helped cause it. Patrick McGovern, a biomolecular archaeologist at the University of Pennsylvania, spent decades analyzing the chemical fingerprints left in ancient pottery. His conclusion: the human drive to reliably produce fermented drinks wasn't a byproduct byproduct of settling down and farming. It may have been the reason they bothered. Think about what farming bread actually requires. Grind the grain, knead the dough, build a fire at the right temperature, wait, do it again. It's a multi-step process that takes learning, tools, and real coordination. Soaking grain in water and letting yeast do its thing, that happens by itself. You just have to want the result badly enough to keep doing it on purpose. Apparently they did. And then there's Göbekli Tepe, 11,500 years ago. The oldest large-scale human construction ever found on Earth. Stone pillars up to 10 tons each, built by hunter-gatherers. No wheel, no permanent village, no farming, just humans moving impossibly heavy things across difficult terrain. When archaeologists analyzed the large stone vessels found at the site, some over 160 liters, they found oxalate residue, a chemical fingerprint of grain fermentation. The current leading theory for why a group of hunter-gatherers organized a massive communal labor project to move 10-ton stones by hand? The ritual experience of gathering and drinking together was worth it, which means the first monumental architecture in human history, the oldest thing humans ever built on a large scale, might just be a bar. And look, there's a reason alcohol has been at every significant human ritual for 10,000 years. Weddings, funerals, peace treaties, first dates. Your ancestors figured out very early that a certain amount of fermentation makes humans significantly more cooperative. You didn't develop a taste for alcohol. You inherited one, and it's 10 million years old. If this is the kind of thing your brain actually needed today, you already know what to do. Please like and subscribe our channel for more cool videos like this. Your body has not received the software update. The ADH4 gene is still running exactly as designed. The reward circuit that lit up for a 10-million-year-old primate finding fermented calories on the forest floor is the same circuit that fires when you crack something cold open on a Friday afternoon and feel, before the first sip, like something is finally right. Evolution doesn't know you have a refrigerator. It doesn't know the week ended without anything actually chasing you. It built a reward system for scarcity and physical danger. And that system just kept running, unchanged, into a world it was never designed for.
So when you feel like you earned a drink after a hard day, that feeling is completely real. It's not weakness, it's not a character flaw, it's 10 million years of evolutionary programming telling you that you found something valuable and you should feel rewarded. It just has absolutely no idea what hard day means in 2025. Next time someone asks why you drink, the honest answer is a gene mutation from 10 million years ago, and possibly the architectural ambitions of a group of Neolithic Turks who needed an excuse to move 10-ton stones by hand. See how that lands.
10 million years ago, your ancestor reached for a piece of rotten fruit, got a little buzz, and kept coming back for more. You've been running that same program ever since. The fruit got fancier, the cave got bigger, the stone mortars became pint glasses, but the craving? Same software, 10 million years, 0 updates. And the next time someone tells you it's just a bad habit, tell them it's older than your entire species. That tends to end the conversation. Drop your ancient software in the comments. I want to see what else we're running on the wrong hardware.